The South Winn Coach Conversation brought to you by Dave's Collision Shop and Becker Hardware. We're with head coach Jason Ohrt. Last week, Nashville Plainfield came to town. Coach didn't lack drama, didn't lack entertainment, didn't lack competitiveness. Unfortunately, the score didn't go your way. What were your takeaways from last Friday?
Well, we felt pretty good going into the game, and we started out really fast. We had a kickoff return for a touchdown with great blocking, and Carson Streeter hit the wedge and got in stride and got all the way to the end zone. So getting up 7-0, and at one point in the first half, up 21-7, we really felt like we were in full control of the game, and then we just weren't able to finish drives. They really stayed the course with their run game. Both teams are very similar, wanting to run the football, and they ran it just a little bit better than we did Friday night.
You mentioned Nashville Plainfield running for 362 yards and 3 touchdowns the other night. What makes their running game so difficult to stop?
It's the backs. I mean, they blocked well. We were able to get off some blocks. We had a hard time tackling again at times. They just, they've got three backs plus the quarterback. Quarterback had a big night running the ball too. So it's just hard to stop all those guys. And you can keep one in contain, and all of a sudden the other one breaks out for a big run on the next play. So it was tough. We did our best, but at the same point in time that there's still room for improvement. And our kids just need to be able to try and find a way to finish some of these games.
And you talked about finishing drives. What's the difference between a good drive and a great drive that will get points on the board for you?
Well, you got to avoid penalties first and foremost. I mean, anytime you put the ball in the end zone, it's a great drive. I just think at some point when you're at 3rd and 5 or more, we have to find a way to make a play to get a team off the field, and we're not doing that consistently enough to help ourselves out. Whether that's because we've got a lot of kids going both ways for an entire game. At this point in the season, we should be used to that. I think we just got to make a play.
How do you avoid your team's confidence from dropping too low after a tough loss like that?
Well, you just stick to the work week and focus on the next challenge. I mean, each week you're playing a different type of offense, you're playing a different style of defense, and I think with each new week you look to the matchups and who matches up with who, and where their strengths are, where our strengths are, and just keep focusing on the grind and know that we still have a lot to play for. We're 2-4, but I'd like to think we're one of the best 2-4 teams you're going to face on a Friday night. We're a couple plays away from being 5-1. So, our kids are competitors, and that helps too. You got kids that are 3-4 sport athletes that are used to being out there and competing, and you get over a loss real quick and get ready for the next game and focus on the challenge ahead.
And as you mentioned, you're on to North Tama. What are you expecting out of the Redhawks coming this Friday night?
Really athletic. Quarter, we played them last year, obviously, and all those skill guys are back. But we did a nice job, minus the last 5 minutes of the game last year against them. So we're going to look to some of the things we did last year and hope that we can rely on some of those as far as the scheme is concerned. But we have to tackle better. We have to get some pressure on the quarterback. We're not doing that well enough, especially in 3rd and long. We're struggling with that. So we got to find ways to get some pressure on the quarterback, make him make some bad decisions. He's shown on film that he's a tremendous athlete, can make some great plays and does quite frequently, but also can make some mistakes. So we need to really kind of dive in and see what's causing those mistakes, and then try to mimic that with our own defense.
All right, Coach, hopefully you can build off the positives, and hopefully you can get back on the winning track in the home finale this Friday night. Keep your guys healthy. We wish you best of luck.
All right. Thanks for the time, Darren.
Jason Ohrt, head coach of the South Winn Warriors, brought to you by Dave's Collision Shop and Becker Hardware.